Hey Stunning fam, we are back with another DIY video on a Wednesday. For this project, we decided to refurbish these nightstands that we found on OfferUp for $60. One of them was a little bit messed up, so we did decide to redo the entire thing. Also, this particular style did not go with our bedroom furniture style. So that's another reason why we decided to refurbish the whole thing and just make it our own. These nightstands are laminated engineered wood, so we were a little nervous refurbishing these particular pieces because we had never refurbished laminated wood in the past. We're subscribed to a YouTuber called Ashley Lauren. I highly recommend checking her channel out. We did do a similar process, so thank you, Ashley, for letting us follow your lead on this one. We started by removing all of the hardware from the nightstands, and then we wiped down the surfaces with a damp cloth. After that, we used two different types of sander. We used the Orbit sander for all of the flat surfaces, and then we used the detail sander for the corners and the hard to reach places. We did not sand down the top of the nightstands because later on you will see that we're actually going to be placing 2x4s on the top. To get the laminated wood ready for the paint, we did prime it. We did 2 coats of primer, and then after the primer was done drying, we applied 3 layers of spray paint. After the spray paint was done, we polyurethaned to keep the paint on there lasting for longer and hopefully years to come. Due to constantly doing DIY projects, we have a lot of leftover wood from other projects, and we happen to have 2x4s in our garage that needed to be used, so that is a choice of wood that we chose for this project. You can also buy 1x2s, but we did end up using 2x4s. We used our table saw to strip them in half. After cutting and stripping the wood, we got to sanding. We sand for days. We never show you all the sanding because we love you guys and we wouldn't want to put you through that. The next thing that we did is we laid out all the pieces of wood on their sides and applied wood glue to all of them because we are going to put them together and use clamps to keep them together. We decided that we didn't want the wood to look like a bunch of different pieces, that we wanted it to really look like one large piece. So that is why we decided to take this approach, which is placing all the wood on their sides, applying wood glue to each piece, and then clamping them all together to essentially make one large piece instead of a bunch of small pieces. When measuring the top of the nightstand, we did want the wood to be flush with the front. It is sticking out on both sides and the back, but in the front we did want to make sure that the wood was flush, so we actually measured from the ledge to the back of the nightstand. After letting the clamped wood sit overnight, we nailed it to the top of the nightstand with a nail gun. After securing the clamped wood to the top of the nightstand, we then measured the width and length of the clamped wood for the trim. After cutting the trim wood, we then secured it with a nail gun, just like we did for the clamped wood. Now that the trim is on, we applied our favorite stain. I don't know if you've noticed, but Brandon and I have a favorite stain, and if you guess it in the comments before I say it, you are a true Stunning Misadventures fan, because Brandon and I literally use this stain for everything. Like, we're obsessed with it. And this stain is early American. We have like a modern farm style look in our house, so if you also are going for that style, we definitely recommend early. After applying the stain, we also polyurethane the top of the nightstand as well. The final step was putting the hardware back on. We actually used a different type of hardware that matches our dresser in our bedroom. Luckily for us, this hardware was the exact same width of the original handles, so we did not have to put any extra holes or use any wood putty to fill old holes up. So that was amazing. Thanks for joining us for another stunning video. We do really appreciate you taking your time and energy to come hang out with us for a few minutes every few days. So thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you on Saturday for a recipe video.